Ladies, gamers, and gentlemen, we have another BelleNOiR Starcraft 2 YouTube cast. This time it is going to be E.G. Demuslim back in Europe, spawning as the red Terran player on Polar Night in the top location, and his opponent is going to be from EC Visualize, the blue Zerg player Summer. And we can already see Summer welcoming Demuslim back in the EU. Demuslim has spent most of his StarCraft 2 career playing for Team Evil Geniuses, and he has spent most of that time in North America. But recently, about a month back, he came back into the UK. Today we have 11th of March. This is the date the video has been recorded, and he's been in UK for a good month now. And yeah, let's see how he does. He has not had much success in the LAN events and offline tournaments, I have to say, but he's still a pretty good player. Some might say he is a ladder hero. So let's get this game on the way. Demuslim building his barracks here in the bottom side. That will make the travel time of the Reaper a little bit shorter once he does get that out, as I assume he will be getting a Reaper since he did get the gas. He's already mining it, but it's a little bit later for it to be a Reaper, to be quite honest. I don't know if he'll have exactly 50 minerals, 50 gas when this barrack finishes. So a little bit of a mistiming, just slightly, ever so slightly, by Demuslim, but yeah, he will be queuing up that Reaper. Now his opponent Summer from EC Visualize, he did scout for proxies. He went all the way back here with the drone, he scouted with the Overlord, and he even re-scouted his natural base when prior to building his hatchery there. Demuslim will be expanding off of this, just using the first Reaper to harass and scout, and using the second Reaper to protect this command center in case his opponent decides to open with a quick pull and just build a ton of lings. And by a ton this early on in the game, I mean like 6, and he would run past to snipe this SCV. So the second Reaper generally does guard this command center, but Demuslim actually deciding to go against that, gets a reactor straight off of the first Reaper. A very economical opening for Demuslim here. He's going to go in with the Reaper. The 6 lings are on the way. He is going to scout the gas, which is quite good here for him, because he knows this is not a gasless opening. He knows speed will be on the way momentarily here, and he is doing a pretty good job with the Reaper, getting 1 ling already. No drone kills so far, but he is very annoying towards his Zerg opponent. Speed has been started here by the Zerg player Summer, and he has pulled all drones off gas, so he'll be looking to drone like a madman and get a third base as soon as possible. Demuslim behind this Reaper opening, he's getting a factory and a reactor, and he will be able to start building Hellions. Once again, this is a very, very economical opening. If you want to be extra safe with this, you can get a second Reaper, delay the reactor on the barracks just slightly. Oh, slightly. 40 seconds is not slightly, but you will delay the reactor. And then you can harass with 2 Reapers. And you know, 1 Reaper does take 6 shots from a Reaper to kill a drone. With 2 Reapers, it takes only 3 shots. The primary purpose of this Reaper, or the secondary purpose, primary being scouting, secondary is denying the third base from going down, which ideally the Zerg player wants to get down right around the 6-minute mark, so Summer being very good with that. And it looks like Demuslim will be adding some Banshees here, judging by the fact that he's getting a tech lab on his barracks and the starport is right next to them. He's going to be pulling back the Reaper, because the speed is finished, so the Reaper may get surrounded here, or at least nibble away. The Zerglings are trying to catch up to the Reaper, but will not be successful. The Hellions are already out, as well as a couple of Marines. Yeah, Demuslim actually not getting the Banshee. He'll go into a Viking and Stim. This is also another thing you can do. The Banshee obviously does give you more harassment options, and you can You can follow that with Reaper Hellion Harass at the third base once it finishes as you're harassing with the Banshee somewhere else, or you can hit with all your units at the same time. Or you can do something like this, get one Viking and clear out any overlords across the map. We can see that the Muslim already rallied his a Viking towards this location, which is a very common spot on this map to get an overlord at. He's going to take that out. Getting this Viking, I really like that, because this essentially blinds the Zerg a little bit to potential drops, and you can get lucky, sneak a drop in, unload it, and get some damage done. So for the time being, the Muslim is trying to harass with these Hellions. Nice little bit of micro here by the Muslim, and well, he does get a fair amount of lings for his troubles. Overall, the resources lost are double that of the Terran for the time being. The Muslim does not know about the third base, but he has to suspect it has gone down. Behind this, he's adding on additional Araxes. He is getting his stim and his double engineering base, which are only a little bit behind the Zerg upgrades, so the Muslim will still have a pretty decent mid-game. Will have to wait for his 2-2 before he starts really bringing the hurt towards the Zerg player, but yep. All is well in the land of the Muslim. In the land of Summer, Lair is going up, additional gases are being added on at the third base, no less. So he'll be working off of 5 gases here. And he's getting his 1-1 upgrades as well for his lings. I don't think, no. The Baneling Nest is not down yet, but it should come down very, very soon. So Summer can start building defensive banelings once the Muslim starts pushing a little bit with his infantry. For the time being, though, the Muslim really, what he wants to do is land this command center. This Zergling will have something to say about that, but I don't think it will be there too long. It actually runs away, scared of a command center, are we? Wow. And interestingly enough, all the lanes have been cleared out here for the Muslim, which is quite good for him. The rocks have been broken down, and Summer can take a quick 4th base right now. He does get a macro hatch as well. There's the Baneling Nest. 1-1 upgrades finishing. This the lair is done, so I'm expecting a spire to go down as well. I'm actually a little bit surprised it hasn't gone down already. We can see Summer has a ton of resources, which he really is not using all that efficiently. And here come the Marines, and quite honestly, this, I don't know, this might force a liftoff? Yeah, it does force a liftoff, but a decent trade there for the Muslim. At the same time, we have a little bit of a run-by at the Muslim's third base. Not going to do too much, as the Viking continues killing overlords. And honestly, without banelings, this is going to be difficult for Summer. And he still hasn't made any, which is quite surprising. He does have his 2-2 on the way, however, and will be able to power on forward with those upgrades. There is the Spire finally going down. Now, the fact that Summer hasn't made a single baneling yet is actually, in a sense, it's actually very good for him, because he will be able to get more Mutalisks out. He's just stockpiling that gas and trying to control the map with speedlings. There's the first couple of banelings that he's morphing in right now, as the pressure from the Muslim will start to ramp up, I believe. And getting a spine crawler in case of drops, and a spore as well, a couple of spores. Now the Muslim, he's got his 2-2 on the way, he's got a pretty decent army size, he's moving out. The Lings wanting to do a run-by into the natural base. There is not a wall-off, so they will get in and kill themselves a couple of SCVs. Nice Ling split into the main and into the natural. Forces a retreat from the Muslim, defensive reactions being engaged here. Another group of Lings heading on towards the third base, however. There is a bunker. But these Lings could still kill a lot of SCVs here. The question is, how cost efficient will it be? Oh, but here come the Banelings. They take out the bunker and a fair bit of SCVs as well. 15 SCVs had gone down. And right now, I feel like Summer will have to disengage from this. His 2-2 is about to finish, though, and he will have about a 60-second window where he can utilize those advantages to their maximum potential, as the Muslims' upgrades are lagging behind a little bit. Yeah, the Zerg player is going just pure Ling Bling Muta, while Demuslim is just staying, would you believe that, on pure Marine medevac. No Widow Mines, no Hellbats with this composition, no tanks even, and so far he's been doing pretty well. Again, we have this huge move out by the Zerg player, now with the Mutalisks in tow as well. Only 10 of them, but more are sure to come on the field. He still has about 400 gas, but he's a little bit supply blocked. Demuslim slightly ahead in supply. There are missile turrets coming up as well for the British Terran player, and he's going to chase these Mutalisks away. Interesting to see +2 upgrades have not been yet queued up, and I think Demuslim... Excuse me, they just now finished. +3 have not been queued up, but I think Demuslim just now notices another attack at the third base. There are a couple of units here, but that doesn't stop Summer from getting 4 more SCV kills as he continues to harass with these Mutalisks on the other side of the map. Demuslim finally trying to add some more units into his composition, namely the Thors, which are really good in dealing with Mutalisks in low numbers. And here it comes. Demuslim Sutu is finished. He knows he will be able to take even fights against the Zerg player right now, and he's going to start pushing onto the creep. But we have a huge run-by into the natural of Demuslim. Too many Marines here, however, for the Mutalisks and Banelings to deal with. And I don't know about this. He's losing a lot of Mutalisks. Oh, this is never what you want to happen to you as a Zerg player. Those Mutalisks are so precious to you. If we take a look at the units lost, he lost 14 Mutalisks. That is really a lot. And just with pure Ling Baneling, I am not sure if he can do it, especially if Demuslim's splits will be as good as they always are. The Zerg is on 4 bases, that is true, but Demuslim is getting his 4th as well. He's pushing onto the creep, clearing it out, sniping the creep tumors, and more Banelings will have to be morphed. 3 more Mutalisks are coming in, and Summer, he's running out of gas. A little bit of harassment at the natural and in the main. This will be cleared out, and huge engagement in the middle. Nice splits from Demuslim. Not the best that I have seen, but he still prevents a lot of damage from going down. And with that Thor, this small number of Mutalisks will not be very effective versus this army. Still a couple of Lings here, very surprisingly, nibbling away at the supply depot, which will probably end up burning down. And Demuslim, he's looking to close out this game, I believe. There's just not enough army supply here for the Zerg player. Demuslim doubling his opponent. Good Baneling hits, oh my goodness, but Demuslim finally splitting his units, coming a little bit late with those splits there. But right now, he has definitely got the advantage. Only a couple of Banelings remaining here. The units are splitting again. No Baneling splits on the other side coming out of Summer, and Demuslim can finally push for the final nail in the coffin, the final blow that he will deal to the Bruiser player. But a couple of last explosions here. Mutalisks are trying to clear everything up, but they are falling. Too many Marines remaining here. The Queen dies as well. And I fear this will be GG for the Blue Zerg player. Yes, indeed, it is. Ladies, gamers and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, please don't forget to like, share or subscribe to the channel for more content coming your way. And remember, if you have anything to say to me at all, you can contact me on my Facebook, Twitter, or you can post a comment below the video here or just send me a message. Yeah, and that's gonna be it. Good luck, have fun, stay safe, and have fun with StarCraft. See you next time.